His Excellency the Vice President A.N.M. Usaino Dabo, Minister of Interior Mr. Barrow, the Inspector General of Police Mr. Job, Deputy Inspector General of Police Mr. Sanya, the High Command of the Police, members of the press, good morning to all. Today with us is the High Command from the Gambia Police Force on a courtesy call to His Excellency the President. To start with, I'll now invite the Inspector General of Police to introduce the officers here with us today at State House. Sir?
His Excellency the President, the Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, Secretary to Cabinet, Honorable Minister of Interior, Director of Press, Office of the President, Senior Security and Civil Service Officers, all protocols duly and respectfully observed. First and foremost, I thank Your Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia for giving me this opportunity to come with my senior managers to discuss matters of national security and the way forward. It is indeed a historic moment for me to come with my managers to meet the President and discuss issue of national security, which has not happened for the past 37 years. I want to make it very clear here that I will want to say my statements in two folds. One is to tell the President that my senior officers who work under me shall continue to be loyal to his government, will support him in all aspects of national security and national development, in thick and in thin. However, there are other issues that I will want to make a statement, but in doing so, I will want to discuss that with the President and the Vice President, because there are things that are related to national security. I will now invite Commissioner Omar Dabo to make a statement.
Lawyer Usainu Numukunda Dabo, the Ministry of Interior, the new Inspector General of Police. I will join Usainu Dabo to congratulate you on your new appointment as the head of the Gambia Police Force. Equally to the Deputy Inspector General of Police and the police advisor. Service chiefs and officials, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I had such a gathering and a meeting with the senior military officers some time ago. It was part of our calendar to convey such a meeting with the Gambia Police Force. But I think it could not have come at a better time than today. I am surprised that such a gathering didn't happen in this country for 37 years. It's a big surprise to me. Well, this institution is a very important institution. Internal security of this country is the responsibility of this institution. That's why when we came to power, we said we have to distinguish this. The defense force and the internal security. Policing is a very important and a noble job. And I'm really pleased today. I've seen a lot of faces that I recognize here, and I've interacted with them. I've seen Cisse here, Seidi. These are people that I've interacted a lot before becoming president. So it's very reassuring that we have our people, and good people who have been serving the Gambia police force for a long time. And nobody can buy experience. You have to pass through it. It's a great pleasure and an honor to have this meeting with you today. It's a family meeting. In governance, it's a cycle. In that cycle, we are all part of it. Gambia Police, the Army, the President, the Cabinet, we are all part of the same cycle. If one is missing, the system is incomplete. That's what I said in Faraba. The cleaner is part of the cycle. The messenger is part of the cycle. The moment they are not part of the cycle, you see that space. So everybody is equal as far as the New Gambia is concerned. Business cannot be as usual. And today is historic. After 37 years, such a gathering didn't happen in the Gambia. It's a big surprise to me. This meeting is convened today to have a dialogue with the Gambia Police Force within the context of my government's democratic disposition to establish and sustain peace, security, and national reconciliation. Before proceeding, it is fitting to observe that the common factor that binds us all is that we are all citizens of the Gambia. As officials in uniform, you know that security is paramount in national development. And the police is a key institution in maintaining internal peace and security. Under the past regime, the image of the police in the public domain was quite negative. It was clouded with mistrust and disrespect, particularly because of the perception of corruption created in the minds of civilians by some irresponsible personnel. Against this background, one of the first objectives of my administration is to ensure that the police regain respect and play their rightful roles effectively and legally as law enforcement officers. This position is in recognition of the prominent and noble role you play to provide and maintain national security. The challenge now is for the police to demonstrate that it is a disciplined and trustworthy law enforcement institution, capable of building public confidence and regaining its positive image and past glory. The honors of the police in the New Gambia includes operating lawfully and moving away from dictatorial tendencies and abuse of citizens' rights. The security forces now operate in a democratic environment where fundamental rights should be respected and all citizens treated with dignity. The malpractices under the last dictatorship are not acceptable in the New Gambia, that all of us should work hard to nurture. The country is going through a difficult transition phase of rebuilding efficient democratic institutions and at the same time striving to create greater awareness for the citizens to enjoy their rights within the parameters of the law. We underline that, parameters of the law. As leaders, we must set the pace for others to follow. That is, we must respect the rule of law and promote true patriotism. In fact, to uphold the rule of law enforcement agencies should serve as shining examples for security at large. In such an environment, it would be easy for us to reform our institution through a joint commitment, through professionalism and respect for human rights. We will progress. Therefore, let us work together with conviction. What we cannot afford to do is to revert to the old ways of doing business. If we do that, it will defeat the purpose of the change. The Gambia is back on the global map, and the future is promisingly very bright. It is now up to us to make the most of the moment. You have my government's support. We count on you.